Hello guys, welcome to another video. So today's video I'll be talking about the Kingdom War Cybertron Trilogy Maximal Grimlock and Autobot Mirage. So it's a 2-pack, costs about $60, and it also has this wing that if you buy another one, like another Battle Across Time collection, it will fit right here, but I don't have that, so we got Grimlock, and I don't know who's the point up there, but we have Grimlock, and it's deluxe class, and yeah. So if we flip over the box, you see we have Grimlock and Mirage. It takes 28 steps to transform Grimlock and 20 steps to transform Mirage. And we also have the top background and this amazing artwork on the side for the War Cybertron Trilogy TV show. So if we get this box out of the way, and let's throw in Mirage and Grimlock. So now we have these two. So we will start with the not new design Grimlock, aka Dinobot, but in a different color. I don't actually have Dinobot, so this will be good. So for postability on this guy, you can move his hands, you can do like this, move it up that far, you could twist his arm, you can move his hinge joints, and he has a ball joint on his fingers, and last part is his legs. You can move it up, down, and then you can move his feet and his claws, but most of these parts are going to be used for robot mode. So to transform this guy, first is actually closing up his mouth and putting his hand into that piece like that. It's optional to take out the tail, but I felt like leave it. I would leave it, but you can take it off if you want. So now you lift up these panels right here, lift them up, then you fold these out like that, then you move his legs aside to show his robot legs. So just like that, extend, close these panels up, move his feet down, move his back toe right here, the same on the other side, then, these came out, then move this part out, and you'll show his head. But first, move his head down, move his arms out of the way, waist swivel here, and his tail fall out. On my copy, my tail keeps falling out. Sometimes it stays, sometimes it falls. And it has a bit of yelling, but it's fine. So now we attach that. Then we move his body down like that. Make sure it's straight. Then move his dinosaur arms in. And then you move his back, and then put his backpack down. Oh, sorry, just twist that. Make sure it's good. Make sure this guy's attached. And the mistake I've been doing for a lot of time is, let me show you actually. Let me twist. You have to twist these two. Twist the arms, then move that. The mistake I've been doing is not pushing in right here. So push that in and then close that out. And then now you twisted his shoulders, then put them down, then spin his hands, then close them up, and you got Grimlock here. And you can see he has no weapons, right? No. His back, his tail is his weapons. So let me just open his hands. Just open now. So if you straighten it up, this is a bit of transforming, but you could just take it, open the tail, and then do like that. And that'll show him his weapon. But you can take out this sword and put it inside of his hand. Close that up, and now he's fully armed. And articulation with this guy, you got ball joint on the head, move up that far, move down that far. You can move his arm like that, or you can move it like, and you can move it like that, and you could do like that. And oh, it's a bit messed up, sorry. Then you can move it back and forth right here, move 2 sides of his fingers. The same thing on the other side. You can do a spread, waist swivel, because of the transformation. You can do this too, and you can move back that far, but this far up. And finally, you got pretty good ankle pivot, and you got a bit of toe movement. So that's articulation on Maximal Grimlock, or yeah. So now, if we move this aside, now let's get with the new mode. Mirage. So this one is just a car. You can move it back and forth. That's it. And he also have guns, but that's it. So to transform this boy, first you take out his guns to make it easier. Put that back in there. Okay, so the first thing you have to do is to lift these up. Make sure these white parts come out too, or else it won't work. Then you lift this up, split the car in half, then move these arms aside. Then you detach these. There you go. Then move these wheels back. Then take that out, move the feet out. Just collapse that. Do the same thing on the other side. Pretty hard. Collapse it. Then move it to this side. Then you move his head out. Close it. Close. Then move his wheels in. Then you see that hole? You collapse that there. Collapse that. No. Collapse that there. Moves his wings up like that. And fold out his arms. Then collapse his chest here. So now, you can put his weapons in his hand, like that. And his other one could be right. Oh. Okay, let me put this back here. And you can do like that. But you can't put it on here like the TV show, sadly. So now you put that down. So archery, posability on this guy. Swivel on the head. You can move his arm like this, and you can do this and do that. Elbow joint, and you can move his hand like that. Waist swivel, pretty good spread. You can do like that. Ankle pivot, and a bit of knee pivot, ankle pivot. I keep getting that wrong. And that's articulation on this guy. You can also move the wings, but that's kind of pointless. So now we can put these two together. You can see that Grimlock is actually a Voyager class, and Mirage is actually a Deluxe class. On the box it said just Deluxe, I think. So there's the size comparisons. Okay, now to transform them back. So let's start with Grimlock, because we started him first. So to start Grimlock, you must close up his legs and take out his weapons. Put that back in and put it back in at the back. Then you make sure his hands are like this, so you don't have to move them again. So then you T-pose him. He's in your nightmares, by the way. So after you T-pose him, you swivel his arms, his shoulders. You swivel his shoulders, and you take out his back, disengaging this. Then move this entire thing. Then take out his arms. Then you just move his head up, close these legs, then flip them over, open these panels, close his feet. Okay. Then you move these panels back and they move with the legs. Close these panels. Okay, then put his tail back in here. Then put the legs with the panels. Then put the legs at the bottom of him. Oh, this came out. Okay, then collapse his legs, then put him in and make sure he's closed up, and make sure the tail doesn't fall out. Close this up, close him, then open his mouth. And that's Grimlock, turning robot to dinosaur mode. There you go. Now for Mirage, you take his weapons out. Close up his hands, then T-pose him again. T-pose him like Grimlock. Then move these like this. Then do that. Then open his wheels. Then move his head down. Then swivel it like this. Take up this part, and then close up the feet. Same thing on the other side. Close up his feet. Then hardest part is to get this right here. There you go. It's kind of hard, but when you get used to it, it'll be easy. Close that up. And close that. You connect these. Make sure they all, you hear the snap. Then you lift these up. And you bring it down with the white part. Make sure you bring it. Then you make sure, oh god. Then you put it in here. Dang it. Give me a sec. Oh my god. Okay, give me a sec. It's some technical difficulties. Why is it not collapsing? Sorry. Oh, the wheel's not down. So now it should be able to collapse. So make sure the wheels are down. And then close these up. Put that there. And put the wings here. There you go. And now you can put the guns. I recommend you for the missile and put him here. And then put the blaster in. So Mirage is the race car, while Dinobot is a Velociraptor. So, and that's it. That's the end of the review. Subscribe and please like. And share this with anyone else if they're wondering. Because when I search this kind of stuff, there's not a lot of videos on it. So, make sure you share with other people so they know this exists. So, thank you, like and subscribe, and Bye.